you go. It's cool. It's cool.
Look, I think ultimately, look, if before the game, if we'd have been offered a point, you said 1-1 against Chelsea, we probably would have taken it. Let's be honest. But after going 1-0 up in the manner of which we did, and it just, once again, like we've said this a few times, haven't we, these kind of games, just against real like lack of quality, like shocking lack of quality. It's so frustrating, isn't it, at points?
Yeah.
But I suppose, look, there's a couple of different ways to look at it. There's one, I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world to be frustrated that we're like, actually, I tell you what, could have won that today.
Showed some fight today.
Could have won that game. I suppose the other positive could be, look, if you're Ruud van Nistelrooy, you are literally there just to steady the ship until Ruben Amorim comes in. We've seen today literally what this group of players is capable of, which is not a lot.
I think.
You know what I mean? Well, actually, that's not fair to some of them. Defensively, they're not bad, right? You look at Mazraoui, he was good today. You look at De Ligt, Martinez, largely they were good today. Dalot, he's in his kind of Dalot form at the moment. I think Ugarte, Casemiro, Bozo Jeans are there for them, but I don't think you can fault work ethic and work rate from both of them. And it's just that front four. It's just so devoid of any element of quality.
And this is the question, right? I know people, there's that question right now that everyone has when it comes to the way we attack. Because people are saying this just shows it's not Ten Hag's fault. But then, mate, why can't they as a group attack as a collective? They've been together for a long time. I don't know what phase we're supposed to be in when Ten Hag was here, but it's third season, right? And we can't come together and find patterns. You know, when you say there's no pattern of play and people used to get angry about it, but it's true, because when we attack, where are the patterns of play? Where are the ideas? Why does no one know? You run forward, I stand here. You go in, like literally the DNA should still be on the team, but there's no DNA on the team because we just don't know how to play. And we've been like this for 2 seasons. So that's an indictment of why our manager, because really, like even if you do sack the manager, you should still see shades of that manager's, you know, how he's making the team play before it's just totally gone. So when Mourinho left his Chelsea teams, you see shades of that. When when Roberto Martinez took over the Moyes team, you had Moyes defense, but with Roberto's a bit of attacking play, and it worked for a little while. Man United, what do we have? But we've gone up. We're now 13th.
Yeah. And, you know, and to you know, this is what people, to be fair, were saying, you know, in the week with this whole Ruben Amorim appointment, which is, you know, to get a tune out of, or to get those players playing in some kind of like tactical rhythm ain't going to be easy, because I'd love to know today really what the plan was from Ruud van Nistelrooy in terms of like, what did he say them to do? Did he go Ollie vibes of just go out there, do what you can do kind of thing? Because it kind of looked like that, to be fair, didn't it? Of like not much of a tactical plan. But even if there was a heavy tactical plan, the team wouldn't probably even follow it anyway, right? So it's a bit like what it was under Eric, where you can't necessarily fault effort. You know what I mean? You don't look at that game, go, oh, they didn't try. They did try. No,
it's not about trying.
But some of those... Again, there's just no composure. Like, and this is even, and I'm not even talking like necessarily the big chances. I'm talking about, you know, the things that could become chances. I'm talking about turnovers. I'm talking about when you win the ball in the middle of the pitch or high up the pitch, you go, right, all you've got to do now, take a breath, bit of composure, slide your teammate in, or pick the right pass. Or in the case of Højlund and Garnacho and Rashford and Bruno in the first half, going, get out your feet early, your player's making the run. Make sure you play it early so they're not offside. And it's like they can't do it. They take an extra touch. They're not sure what to do. And like we were saying during the game, it's like everything's improvised. It's improv. It's all improv. They're just waiting to see what happens.
Let's give ourselves some credit, though. It's a good team. Cole Palmer, all those good players.
I'll take that.
We take a draw from it. Like, it's not it's not the worst result. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the worst result. When we really take a step back in the position that we find ourselves in, Man United, like, they had a lot of weapons, and I don't remember being really like Onana being in a lot of trouble as well. While we didn't lift up and do crazy things, it was decent. Man United, I don't know if we've got any more money left. We have to look at, we need something else. The strike force we have right now isn't good enough. At the moment, it's currently not good enough. Now, who knows if Amorim can squeeze something out of these lot? Who knows if it can, and that's a hell of a squeeze we're talking.
Yeah.
Like, we hope